Hey everyone, my name is Mitchel Alexandor Corley. This is the Black Table. I created the Black Table just to act out different scenes and different characters. For those of you who don't know, I've been acting for about 16 years now, and I just wanted an opportunity to act out different characters that I never got to do or seeing different things. I was always a fan of movies like The Mummy or Rush Hour or The Lion King, even The Matrix, and I just wanted to always stretch out more roles for myself, I guess, to test out my range and see things differently. Also wanted to test out script writing, I guess. This is my first time writing my first script for this one. This is called The Interrogation. Hopefully you like it. If it seems a little bit like bites off of certain things like Criminal Minds, CSI, New York Undercover, maybe even The Matrix. I probably always put like Matrix references in somewhere and somehow. It's because those have always been a part of what I've watched. Even Rush Hour, I may even have Rush Hour bits in there. So hopefully you enjoy it. I know I'm gonna enjoy it from this journey, and I appreciate you all that watch it. Yes, sir, director. What can I do for you? I just heard about the assassination attempt, sir. A little bit. I don't know that much about Russian intelligence. Maybe I can help you by appointing another agent on this mission, sir. He's asking for me directly? What's his name? Khristoforovich Corley? So, as I'm flipping through the papers, checking your profile, I found out none of this means anything. Why are we here, Mr. Corley? Okay. Maybe you'd like to speak to somebody else. I'm not the correct agent for this job. You're the only agent for this job. Why am I the only agent for this job? What's so funny? I thought you were taller. I don't have time for this. I'm out. I thought the Bureau wanted help with the attempted assassination on the president. What do you know about that? Sit down, and I'll tell you how to find the people who are responsible. Are you an informant? Who are you? Bingo! Now we're getting somewhere, and you're asking better questions. Here's a good one for you. If you don't know who I am, why am I handcuffed? 5'10", 155 pounds, slim athletic build, unusual calmness. Are you in special forces? I don't think that matters. Wrong question. Last name is it Irish or German? Irish. That's a better question. How do you pronounce your first name? Khristoforovich? Khristoforovich. It's Russian. That's the question we were looking for. What do you know about the attempted assassination on the president? I thought there was nothing to worry about, and there was no attempted assassination. At least that's what the news tries to convey to its citizens. So tell me who's lying. Is it the media or the government? What if I were to tell you both? Would that make you feel better? No, it wouldn't make me feel better, but it would confirm to me that you are trustworthy. That's why I picked you. My parents' names were Motya Bocharov and Thomas Corley. The traitors? Your mother was a double agent, and your father was an imbecile in love. If you knew my parents, you wouldn't make false statements. If I knew both of your parents, I would have sent them to prison and never seen the light of day, instead of taking the easy way out and killing them. My mother was a specialist in many skills. One of them was long-distance combat, also known as sniping. A decent sniper scout would not have missed that shot. It wasn't a sniper scout up there waiting to pick off our commander-in-chief. It was a snot-nosed little boy who had been bullied all his life by his peers in grade school. We caught him, killed him, in the story. My point exactly. The fairy tale ended. You believe that story? What other story am I supposed to believe? You're right. Kid has been bullied all his life in grade school, keeps to himself and doesn't have one friend, becomes interested in the military and doesn't join, then decides to go up on top of a facility that's 410 feet away from the president, has checks for no exits or a contingency plan. Did I mention he's Republican? Where was Secret Service? I can't answer that. You can't answer that, or you don't want to. I thought the Bureau dealt with intelligence. What do you want from me, Mr. Corley? I want you to see the truth. Not your truth, my truth, or the Bureau's truth. Just the truth. How do you suggest we see the truth? By starting with one of the original places you're taught to believe lies. School. Excuse me? I have a list that was emailed to you of all the Congress members and where all their children attend school. Don't worry. Most of them are horrible people. Why are we targeting Congress? Why are we targeting their children's schools? Because it's a water hole. Light meets dark. Predator meets prey. School is one of the few places where children go unsupervised. It's a utopia for the military, pedophiles and perverts, human trafficking, and people with God complexes. I have never looked at schools like that. You're insane. You choose not to look at school like that because you're brainwashed. School is a great place to improve yourself. School is a great place to be, but the people are rotten. How so? We have better technologies, teachers, education, and support. Wrong. It's all a facade. None of it's real. We don't have better support in the school system. Please explain. I never knew you applied for an education position. Have you ever wondered why schools are still running, but they lost accreditation? How are school boards able to still steal your tax money? How are they hiring unfit people that they know quite well aren't fit to be principal for the school system? Then on top of that, they hire the local pervert to watch your kids. Did I mention he or she has 5 or 6 offenses? People make the wrong choices all the time. You can't just blame the education system just because people lie on their resume. Okay, we'll leave the adults out of this. So explain to me why a child asks for help from his teacher because another child in the classroom is a terror. And I don't mean that regular type of terror. I mean that terror that beats the crap out of you from Monday through Friday. Keeps continuously asking the teacher for help. Teacher won't do anything. Finally goes to somewhere that's a little bit bigger. Goes to the principal. Principal doesn't say anything. Goes to the parents. The parents go to the other parents. Nothing seems to happen. Child figures out sooner or later, I know how to really find some help for myself. Next day, you figure out that there's a school shooting. Now all the parents and the faculty are trying to figure out what really happened. You figure out that the child has been asking for help since the beginning of the school year. It's now May. People can't just throw out accusations. You need proof and witnesses. You know that. You really have an answer for everything. I'm impressed. Well, can you explain to me why the military is so involved with student career planning? College isn't for everyone. Kids need different alternatives. It would be nice if it were true. The military markets to children for programming. That's why the United States doesn't do drafts anymore. Why recruit when television programming is faster? So television is the problem? It's one of the main problems. And the media doesn't make it any better. They're not going to tell you that your tax dollars actually go to the kids with 4.0s or the troublemakers. All the kids in the middle, doesn't matter. The world is balanced. Yin, yang, light, dark. Who am I looking for? You'll be going undercover as a school teacher. Don't worry. I have an undercover teacher there as well to aid you. At night, the school becomes a human trafficking headquarters where children are bought and sold. Your job is to figure out how to get in. Check every teacher to see their background, leave for potentials. Well, teachers who just don't seem like the best teaching type. The person that you're searching for is known as the puppeteer. My thoughts and guesses are correct. It's a woman. And if I am correct, that means you're in more grave danger than you realize. That's why I sent you the aid. What's so funny? I can't help but think. What if you're wrong? I'm not. But what if you are? Then our work here is done. I told you. I'm here to expose to you the truth and the rest watching. Come on. We got work to do.